Hello, I've got a bit of an update for you. I really need to cut my fringe. I've been wearing my hat a lot to keep the sun out of my eyes and stop the wind from blowing my hair everywhere. So I've got hat hair as well, and it's just really made me fringe flat and looks far too long now. Anyway, so I'm recording this at the campsite in Banff. It's the last night here. And we've had a really nice time here actually. I mean, Banff is incredibly touristy, but it's also really, really pretty because it's just surrounded by massive, beautiful mountains on all sides, and various bits of river and bodies of water and loads of places you can go hiking, and yeah, it's just been really, really amazing. And the weather has been unbelievably warm. It's got up to about 24-25 degrees today, and we both brought down jackets with us, and we haven't had them out of the bags, you know. Instead I had to buy another short sleeve t-shirt. Never mind. Anyway, so what have I got to tell you? I'm going to put together a little collage of some of the still photos that I've taken actually, that kind of goes with this, but there won't be a commentary. So when we came back to the campsite yesterday, I think it was about 8:30, something like that, and there was 3 or 4 white-tailed deer just in the middle of the campsite grazing, and they weren't at all bothered by us. There's a picture of Steve standing like about 20 feet in front of them. They didn't care at all. Anyway, so today, first job was to go back into Banff, and there's a service laundry. So the most exciting thing today was getting our washing done. Well, it wasn't really the most exciting, but anyway, it's nice to have a fresh supply of clean undies, which is good. That should keep us going pretty much till we get home now. And we popped into the supermarket just to pick up a couple of essentials, and I found they do gravy in tins. How good is that? And they seem to have a big thing about hot chicken sandwiches, so most of the gravy seems to be designed to go on a hot chicken sandwich, but there is beef gravy as well. I didn't buy any. Anyway, I was looking for some blue cheese because I finally bought some ice wine, which I found in the liquor store pretty much next door. And the supermarkets here tend not to sell alcohol. You have to go to a special off license for that. So I got some ice wine, and Randall, my acupuncturist back home, who is Canadian, said, oh, if you get ice wine, it's really, really good with blue cheese or something like an apricot tart. Well, I couldn't find anything like that at all. So I ended up with some apple fritters, which we might have for pudding tonight, I think. Also, we had to buy a pillow because Steve doesn't plan very well, and we actually own 3 really good quality travel pillows, like memory foam tempur travel pillows, and I brought mine, and Steve didn't bring one. So he's now complaining that his knee is hurting at night because he normally sleeps with his knee on a pillow, so we've had to go out and buy a chuffing pillow. Poutine. Poutine is a treat here. It sounds really weird. It's basically chips with gravy and cheese curds, which is like an unripe, squeaky cheese. And sometimes you get it served with bacon or smoked meat or something like that. Anyway, that's what we had for lunch today, and it was really, really nice. And then we went to this place called Cave and Basin, which is basically where the whole idea of Canada's national parks was started off. Back in the 1800s, 3 railway workers were prospecting around Sulphur Mountain on their day off, and they stumbled across this cave which was filled with sort of sulphur smelling naturally hot water, and hot water was very desirable in those days because there was basically no plumbing. So to get a natural source of hot water, everybody wanted a piece of the action. So eventually, instead of granting somebody the land rights for it, the government stepped in and created the first of Canada's national parks. So that was quite interesting, actually. Very smelly. There's a few photographs of that. And then we drove out to a very pretty lake. Now, try not to be too childish about this. It's called Lake Minnewanka, except they do pronounce it Minnewanka, but it's spelled Minnewanka. Sorry, I can't help myself. Anyway, we got down there. We had a booking at the Banff gondola, not the Gonf Bandola, the Banff gondola at 5:30. Anyway, we got to Lake Minnewanka at about 4 o'clock, and there was an ice cream shop, and we were both a bit peckish. We said, oh, could murder an ice cream. It took them so bloody long to serve us. By the time we got the ice cream, we had about 15 minutes left before we needed to leave. So we then sort of gobbled down our ice cream. But I had a really nice one. It was called Peanut Butter Cup, and it was basically like frozen peanut butter with a bit of chocolate ice cream and these teeny weeny Reese's Pieces mixed in with it. It was really nice. So yeah, next thing, onto the Banff gondola. Takes you up, so you're about 7,500 feet above sea level, and it's an amazing view all the way around. You know, you can just, looking down on Banff town, you know, you can see everything. You could even see the campsite. And I can't remember how much it cost, but it was well worth it. And we probably spent about an hour and a half at the top. They showed a couple of little videos and things like that. Steve was a little bit nervy going up in the gondola, but it was actually really smooth. It takes about 10 minutes to get one way. And it just seems to go on forever and ever, and it seems to move quite slowly. And there's still a bit of snow on the mountain. Anyway, I took a film of some of that. It's probably a bit boring to watch, so I'll probably post that separately. Yeah, that was it really. That's the end of today. So Steve's now gone for a shower. I'm supposed to be making the dinner, but I'm not. So yeah, feta cheese salad for dinner today. Something quite healthy to make up for the ice cream and the poutine. Got to have some of our 5 a day at least. So I will get back to you in a couple of days' time. Tomorrow we're setting off towards Jasper along the Icefields Parkway, which is supposed to be one of the most spectacular roads that you can drive on in the world, really. So really looking forward to that, and I'll keep you posted. Bye for now.